Arsenal happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0.
Substitution in progress.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Good ball, good take. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Oh, well measured. It's Kane! Yes! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Substitution.
Time for a change in personnel. Pass somewhat off target. Ronaldinho might just make this. Alexander-Arnold making good progress on the right-hand side. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Oh, this looks sharp. And here's Mbappe.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Hazard. Played up towards the front line. Now it's Hazard. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Now who's going to be first to this? So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And he welcomes it in. And back in possession. And the finish! Well, now it's a race for the ball. That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Tottenham get their fourth corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Kivior kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Arsenal perhaps contemplating their next change here. And here's Kane. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Pullet. Knocks it into space. Ronaldinho gets into a good position. Mukiele defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. It's a pretty loose pass.
Substitution on the field, number 6, Hazard. Coming on to replace him is number 16, Ferran Torres.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Kane. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Ferran Torres, Mbappe. And that's the keeper's ball.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Great chance! That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it.
Substitution on the field, number 8. Coming on the field is number 18, Fernandez.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Tries to play it through. Oh, good take in a good area. Fernandez. Messi.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, well played. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Tottenham have got it back and they'll have another go. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Mbappe for Ferran Torres. Shot could be on, and the shot! Oh, it's come back out to him. Rice. Oh, good-looking ball.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And this is Kane. Great vision. And they can counter here.
There will be 3 minutes
Dixon.
added time.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. That is ended up in no man's land. Ferran Torres could try cutting inside here. Rice, well, that has not gone well. Mbappe. Fernandez has it out wide. And time is up. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, that really did fly by. It's one of these games where everything progresses at 100 miles per hour, and at the end of it, this is what you can sometimes get. There may have been no winner, but still a tremendous watch.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway.
Any attack containing Raul is a frightening sight for any defence.
His record's a frightening sight.
Well, when you think about it, most of his ilk will put themselves before the team. But Raul is different and has a greater appreciation for all that and likely to put others in before himself.
Not the most accurate pass. Can he get on the end of this? Chance, surely! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Chance for a shot! He's got away with one there.
That's great reading of the game and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Rijkaard kept aware and it is reclaimed easily. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Rodri. Raul. Passing is crisp and sharp. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And that's put paid to a promising move. Tullio calmly anticipates. Now, can they get him away? It's not an especially good pass, that. Ronaldo had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
First quarter of an hour gone. Ødegaard. He rises! Harmlessly behind.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And it's a corner. And we have our very first corner. And the keeper beats it away. Now that's an excellent interception. Liverpool are looking to go forward now. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Nicely weighted ball. Now this could be a chance. Nuno Mendes. So we're still where we started right now. Here's Rodri. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Ødegaard. Hakimi charging forward down that flank. Pings in across. Big header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Pass is just off target. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Almost half an hour in now. Well, they could break here. Well, that has not gone well. Tries to play it through. Van der Ven makes the interception. Rodri. Ødegaard. He's shifting through the gears here. Ødegaard stood... It's a mighty effort! Goal! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And this is Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, split-second reaction.
Cristiano Ronaldo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. Mignon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Mbappe. Plays a sharp little ball here. Rodri. It's a really well-measured ball. And he's in on goal. Ball swung in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Looking for the run. Gabriel spots it and intercepts. Rummenigge gets flagged offside. Kaka. Great vision.
There will be
Now
one
it's
more
Kaka.
added time.
He's through here. Rummenigge is onto this. Can he finish? They've scored! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
The goal scorer.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
And there's the end of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Substitution in progress.
So once again, we're underway. Liverpool have got it back and they'll have another go. Threads one in, gets into some space, and he whips it in. Platini. Ambitious ball here. Ronaldo is in a really good position out wide.
Substitution.
Raul. Sends it crossfield. Now he's off and running. Now it's Ronaldinho. Rodri. Now it's Bale. Ødegaard. Look at the space. He's having a shot! It's bounced back off the post. Lofted in. Good read, needed to be. Pull it. Now it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Big moment! Massive goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Liverpool get themselves into the lead. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Produces a cross. Has a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Looking to play him in. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Passes short and sharp. Aimed beyond the defence. Pull it. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Looking for options for move. Big chance! No mistake! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Van der Ven. Szoboszlai. Nuno Mendes. Tulio did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Rodri. Mbappe. Raul. Couldn't squeeze it through. Szoboszlai. Mbappe. And he's intervened well there. Just about up to 75 minutes. And this is Ronaldo. Can he get it through? Nice interception, well timed. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Mbappe! Oh, shooting chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Liverpool and pull it! It's run loose. Oh, terrible. This time, surely! And it's in! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Substitution on the field, number 9.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. He got amongst the goals here, and now he takes his leave.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard, and I think the manager has probably just spotted now a little tiredness creeping in, and, you know, if that's the case, then, you know, he's doing the right thing.
So is this the... He's one-on-one! Shot a goal! Really well taken goal. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
After 85 minutes is number 10.
And that's it. That's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
Just a quick announcement. We would like to inform you that CCTV is now in operation for your safety.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Manchester United.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're on the way. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I think it'll be interesting to see what...
Judge, surely! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Doué. Goes for the shot! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. Cristiano Ronaldo. Kimmich. Here's Ronaldo. And it's Denzel Dumfries. Vitinha. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. It's Luis Suarez! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Kimmich. Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's picked it up out wide. Dumfries. And across. Baresi is there, and he can pick it up. And it's Hernandez. Nice bit of trickery. Buffon claims comfortably. Pinches it off him. Quarter of an hour played. He steps in, and that's the end of that. It's a searching pass. Oh, given away. He's having a hit. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
So we're still where we started right now. Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Welbeck. That's a little off target. Now it's Neymar. Well, that pass isn't the best. And that's put paid to a promising move. Welbeck. Dumfries. He's got tall. Goal! Manchester United! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Adams.
Paris Saint-Germain really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Dumfries. Short changes him with that pass. He's a sharp little ball here. Turns and goes back. Luis Suarez! And he hits the net. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Kimmich. And the pass is intercepted. Tries to pass it through. Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's away. Shot a goal! Zaire Emery. That's been slipped through. Danger averted for now. Neymar. Now it's Cirque. Tries to play it through. Doué. Oh, well played. Baresi. And it's Hernandez. Neymar. Now, can they get him away? Now, that looks a decent ball. Picked out brilliantly. Welbeck finds himself offside. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 22, le numéro 7, Neymar. À leur place, le numéro 10, Bale. Le numéro 24.
Manchester United kick off the second half. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Mendes promptly onto that, and that is that.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Adams. Now it's Welbeck. Knocks it into space. He is through here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And this is Luis Suarez. Zaire Emery. Crossed in early. Now it's Welbeck, looking for the run. Deftly out wide. Paris Saint-Germain come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
And smartly great chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Xerxes is offering a wry smile there.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain.
Manchester United with the corner. They're first.
À sa place, le numéro 2.
Good read, needed to be. It's a pretty loose pass, and it's Denzel Dumfries. Adams. And he goes cross-field.
Well spotted.
Can he get it through? It's a promising position. In it comes. He gets big! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Oh, within an inch or two.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. It's run loose here. Paris Saint-Germain. Oh, what a mistake! It's Bale! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Dumfries has created one goal already. Kimmich. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nice looking ball. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Hernandez. It's Kimmich. Now it's Welbeck. Looking to play him in. It's out for a goal kick. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. That is good alertness. Adams. Cristiano Ronaldo. Adams. And it's Neymar. Zirkzee. Kimmich. Back into the middle. He's having a shot! Goal! Manchester United! And they've got their lead back. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Oh, he's found support out wide. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Corner number 2 then.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Pass is just off target. Out of play for a throw. It's an early cross. Neuer claims it, safe hands. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
And it's Neymar. A probing pass. Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. Distributed tidily. Ronaldo providing an outlet on that flank.
Manchester United really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Bale climbs up big! Harmlessly behind.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
2 minutes to be added on. That's really well manoeuvred. Hernandez. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Paris Saint-Germain just may have felt a little extra pressure.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway.
I think it's safe to say, Peter, that Endo's creativity will be very significant here, especially if you're looking to play a stylish possession-based game.
Yeah, he does like to pass short and neat and tidy.
Yeah, although I noticed he can actually play a higher intensity style if needed. He proves himself to be a very good ball carrier too.
And that's been won straight back. Ronaldinho is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Nicely spread. Now it's Kaká. Well, that looks a decent ball. Now here's the delivery.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Pass somewhat off target. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Ronaldinho! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Pass just lacking in accuracy. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, easy pickings there. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Great chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, played right into his path. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he's been shifted off it.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, that's a key interception. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
That pass isn't the best. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Thuram. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, that's ambitious. An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Chance, a mighty effort! They want to be quick to... In for the pieces! Corner number 2 then. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Tries from distance. And he's done it! So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Oh, there's a probing ball. That's a little off target. Kaka is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Iniesta. No, not quite on the same wavelength. He's not got that quite right. Kaka. It's a pretty loose pass.
There will be 1 minute added
Ended
time.
up in no man's land. And they're quick to get it back. Xavi Alonso. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
And now,
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Substitution on the field. Number 2, Van Bronckhorst.
Here we go again.
Number 15.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Pullet. Number 20,
Pullet. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. He is through here. Nicely weighted ball. It's played through for him. And this is Ronaldo. He's a sharp little ball here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Oh, they can break here. Gets into some space. He's shifted. Chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
It's just beyond his reach. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And he plays one through. He's got away, tries a shot! Ronaldinho. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. And it's Hullet. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
The attendance for this match was 52,000.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Not the most accurate pass. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. It's their second corner of the game. And he's had a hit! And that's caused a worry or two.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
He's gone forward. So, Jim, what are you thinking? He's through, can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught napping. Goes long and straight. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. That ball looks a good one.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here. He's having a go! Dispatched clinically! Do not write them off! Back they come! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, entry via the post is at the widest possible point, which means a keeper is well and truly beaten.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo!
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? He's under a lot of pressure there.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Threads one in. Ronaldinho. And it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's found a way past. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Corner number 3 coming up. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. It's a promising position. So their fourth corner of the game. And he's in on Ronaldinho! And no, he couldn't find the finish. Tulio wins the duel this time. Nice looking ball. Back into the middle. Played in deep. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. They're up to 5 corners now. Oh, smashing header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it. It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Rummenigge! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Rummenigge clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Chance for a shot! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got...
And the finish! Goal! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. And time is up. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very... These are desperate times. A sequence of disappointing results has brought them to where they are. Another one here, and they will be going down. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this guy Neves is probably among the better defensive midfielders around at the moment. He'll no doubt provide the creative input for those up front with his searching passes from deep. He'll also need to...
Nakamura! Good strike, quite an alarm. And claimed it back swiftly. Well, that has not gone well. And here's Haaland. Casemiro has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Haaland. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Haaland. And here's Neymar. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Cross deflected behind for a corner. And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's been slipped through, and this is Ronaldinho. He's found a way through, and a chance! There's a goal! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
That has really stirred things up, and if they carry on like this, things might even get louder here.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Now it's Neymar, and he was alert to it. Ronaldinho. That's been cut out, well played.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah. And he shoots! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Nakamura. That is good alertness. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Seedorf. Oh, that's a key interception. Maldini. Rudiger. Now Costa Curta. Now it's Nakamura. Big chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Rudiger kept his eye on it, and he's there. Aimed beyond the defence.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Not the most accurate pass. Oh, this looks sharp. Seedorf. Chance here to counter. Maldini cuts it out. And it's Nakamura. Now it's Haaland. And here's Sané. Haaland.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Now it's Neymar. Ruben Neves. Now it's Sané. That's an excellent interception. Messi. That's a sharp pass. Roberto Carlos. Shifted upfield. That's a little off target. And it's Nakamura. Tries to play it through. Ronaldinho, who does have an assist to his name. Big chance! What can he finish? He scores! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Oh, good-looking ball. And that has left him in a heap. And this is Neymar. Neymar! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A two-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible.
Substitution on the field. Number 22, Doku.
There's the start of the second half.
The field is number 5, Bale.
De Ligt.
Substitutions taking place.
Sané threads one in. Maldini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. No way through. Sané. Petit. It's a really well-measured ball. The ball has bounced loose now. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And it's Sané. Sané going face-to-face with his great rival. Bale.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Ronaldinho. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Petit. And here's Sané. Thuram. Messi. It's a pretty loose pass. Petit. Nicely weighted ball. And Sané! Just off target.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. The ball's gone astray. He's gone for goal.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage.
Goes for a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Substitution on the field. Number 17.
We have got changes here from
Messi.
both sides, in fact.
Number 9, Ronaldinho. Coming on the field, number 11, Platini. Number 21, David Villa. Substitution.
Punched away. Casemiro tries to clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Ambitious ball here. Neymar. Thuram pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Great vision. That is a great pick out. Oh, that was vital. And it's slung out wide. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Has a look up and drives it forward. Petit. Out to the left it goes. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Neymar fires it in low. That has ended up in no man's land. And this is Mohamed Salah. He gets big! They've scored! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
He's in plenty of space here. Mohamed Salah picks it up out wide. Oh, well played.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And it's Casemiro. That is an excellent defensive intervention from the front man. Pass somewhat off target. Lampard. Haaland. Platini. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Petit. Lampard. Done delicately. And he cuts out the supply. Petit. Haaland, given the lift of his goal. That is good alertness. That's a cute ball. Bale. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Maldini tries to pass it through. Oh, good ball! Oh, and the finish! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
I think his face smacks of disbelief as opposed to disappointment. He thought he was about to score.
Now that looks a decent ball. And it's Lampard. Neymar gets a good foot in there. Now he's got space here. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Cristiano Ronaldo taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
This was all about tactics, Peter. A weakness in the central areas, both in defence and midfield, which is something we referred to before.
Well, the permutations are as simple as they are exciting. One remaining shot and they must hit the bullseye. There's nothing quite like last day drama. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, this lad, Dominic Szoboszlai, is someone I'm going to keep an eye on here.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. It's a red card, a dreadful moment for him. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
It looked avoidable and unnecessary, but it makes you think that he was trying to intimidate.
Played into space. Oh, that's a key interception. That has not gone well.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Now it's Szoboszlai, and it's Van Basten. Scalvini. Here's Rodri. Scalvini. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Eder Militao gets across to intercept that. And it's made its way to him. This might... Szoboszlai! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
Pedro Porro. And it's Rodri. Beckham. Ball comes in. Costa Curta deals with that. Oh, that's ambitious. That's travelling a long way. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And Batistuta! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it. Scalvini. Celtic were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Puskás, Soboslai, and this is Batistuta. Yeah, he's fouled him there. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, I think the referee has done well here. He's pulled him to one side, he's told him what's what, and hopefully he'll behave himself from now on.
Pedro Porro ready to try one.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
Beckham! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Beckham with the cross. Oh, well played. Beckham. Doku. Now, what about a counter-attack? Nicely worked. Shot could be... Cristiano Ronaldo! That attempt, which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
And it's Soboslai. Now it's Van Basten. Played out to the right. Oh, that's fabulous. Big chance! And that would have been some goal.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Pedro Porro. That's Beckham. Rodri. Now he's got space here. Good take and takes a shot! Goal! Celtic! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Celtic have broken through. It's 1-0.
This is the perfect example of how to play.
Puskás! He's scored! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Puskás really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Celtic are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And Beckham! That is decidedly lacking.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Rodri gathers from the goal kick. Nicely weighted ball. Puskás has it out wide and in space. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. He won't be happy with that one. Can he get it through? That's a nicely shaped ball. He's found a way through. Messi. And he's there to belt it away.
Cristiano Ronaldo really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there.
And the finish! And it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time. Oh, high quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second. And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then. Wirtz moving with spring in every step. Definitely one of the players of the moment.
Well, he's one of the best in what I believe is arguably the most difficult position on the field.
Takes a shot! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
An act of charity gratefully received.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Manchester United have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Can he get it through? Oh, that's well spotted. Looking for a runner. Pass somewhat off target. Seedorf takes control of it and he's on the move. Always onto this. Looking for options for movement. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Cruyff. Gullit. Can he get on the end of this? Gerrard. Van Bronckhorst.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gullit. Good, strong midfield running here.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Nicely aimed pass. Out to the left it goes. No, it's come to nothing. Danger averted for now. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Bonucci spots it and intercepts. Looking to play him in.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Bergomi deals with that comfortably. Thuram. Drogba is onto it in a flash. Gullit. Cruyff. Neither of these two want to come off second best, and he's managed to get free. Elects to... There's the header! Really well taken goal. And there's the goal they've been looking for. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Gullit. Half an hour played now. And this is Dembele. Gerrard. And it's Cruyff. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, that pass isn't the best. So, what can they make of this? Kvaratskhelia. Dida claims comfortably. That has been cut short. Kvaratskhelia gets into a good position. Defending of the desperate variety. And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, a player I've been looking at for quite a while now, Peter, is this guy, Bastoni. He's always impressed me with the way he's gone about his game. He's physically dominant, he's very intelligent in his reading of the game and his positioning, and he's also now very confident in his possession and what he can deliver up the pitch.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. That has not gone well. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Pau Torres gets over and intercepts. Plays a sharp little ball here. Messi gets into a good position. And it's right. He's had a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Rijkaard. Rijkaard! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Rijkaard really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Thuram with the clearance. Now the ball's gone astray. Ronaldinho gets a foot in here. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Ronaldo. The ball swung in. Oh, look at it. It's Iniesta! Goal! Manchester United! First blood drawn. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Manchester United have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And it's Azar. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
No way through. Aims beyond the defence. Iniesta will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to...
Can he finish? Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Corner number 2, then. Messi with the short one.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. He's picked his way through. It's not an especially good pass, that. Neymar. Half an hour played now. Oh, that's fabulous. That's tidy. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Nicely weighted ball. That's a lovely, neat pass. Looking for the run. Now, he's got space here.
This is the time you need that pace.
Not the most accurate pass. Pau Torres. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Now that's well seen too. Now, that pass isn't the best. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Goes down, but nothing given. Rijkaard. Played out towards the right wing.
Manchester United can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Iniesta looking to add to his goal. Oh, that's well spotted. Rijkaard. Dixon. And it's Serginho. But he's well positioned here. Oh, sweet feet. That has ended up in no man's land. Edmilson. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Inzaghi. Looking to play him in. Oh, he's found support out wide. Shapes to shoot! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Johor Darul Tazim grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And there is the half-time whistle. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
On our club's FM station.
Johor Darul Tazim get the second half going. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Tries to play it through. Can he get onto this? And the shot! And it's a goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 8.
Manchester United can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Johor Darul Tazim go into the lead.
Listen, when a
Chance! No mistake! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This is quite a battle.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Great vision. Pele is wide and looking to get onto this. He's through here. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Tries to thread one through. He's in plenty of space here. He has found the way through. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And it's with the keeper. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Looking for options for movement. Cleared without complication. It's gone out for a throw-in. Serginho. And he's in on goal. No foul, says the referee. It's a searching pass. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Rijkaard threads one in. No luck with that dink over the top. Edmilson. Chance here to counter. Manchester United perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Edmilson for Bale. Now, can they get him away? Shot a goal! And he hits the net! And they're back in front! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Johor Darul Tazim get themselves into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Pass somewhat off target. Filippo Inzaghi. that has been cut short. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now it's Pele. Played out to the right. Neymar. Filippo Inzaghi. Brilliantly cut out.
Johor Darul Tazim surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easy...
Tries a shot! Oh, it's come loose. Has a look up and drives it forward. He won't be happy with that one. And this is Inzaghi. Inzaghi! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Pau Torres makes the interception. Not the most convincing of passes. Keeper's got good distance on that. Bastoni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well, that is one way to stop him. Bastoni with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
Substitution in progress.
Bastoni has been showed a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. That's got him rattled. Dixon. And it's Messi. Messi making good progress on the right-hand side. And here's De Bruyne. Rijkaard spread it left. Now that looks a decent ball. Mbappe! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Long ball looking to counter.
Johor Darul Tazim really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
No, he's just misjudged that one. Pau Torres. Time added on 4 minutes. Pau Torres promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Inzaghi. Can he get it through? Bastoni spots it and intercepts. Now it's Bellingham. And that's that. Manchester United pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Your reflections then, Jim? Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation. As to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. And we're underway. Fabio Cannavaro, Jim. Some people credit him with making defending fashionable again.
I didn't know it had gone out of fashion, Peter, but yeah, his exploits certainly led to the guys at the back getting a bit more credit.
Yeah, and I'm sure for you that's a very welcome development.
And long overdue.
Oh, well played, well played. Marcos Alonso. Arsenal are looking to break at pace. That's a cute ball. Oh, can he get onto this? Arsenal with a chance to counter-attack now. Not the most accurate pass. Cannavaro. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Cannavaro. Well, that has not gone well. No, that's been intercepted. Chouameni. And it's Denzel Dumfries. Mbappe! Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It's come to nothing. Rice. Nicely spread. Now it's Dumfries. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Looking for the run. No luck with that dink over the top. And he passes it long. Now he's off and running. Marcos Alonso going full steam ahead down the left flank. Played into space. Saliba cuts out the pass.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And this is Lewandowski, and it's played in, and that's been repelled. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Decent chance! Lewandowski is sharing after that one. Sade, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to...
Oh, they could be caught out here. Shot a goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball. It's a pretty loose pass. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. That's really well manoeuvred. Threads one in. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. That's an excellent interception. Now it's Lewandowski. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Saliba gets over and intercepts. Araujo. Rice. Dumfries. Indonesia. Disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Oh, played through for the wide man, and he's intervened well there. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
Well, I don't think we need the stats to be on the screen to tell us about the pass completion rate, which has been obviously a letdown in this first half. All too often we've seen players left frustrated because of poor decision-making and just a general sloppiness. So I'm sure the boss will be getting stuck into his players to improve and improve quickly.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Cannavaro. And it's Tchouaméni for Rice. Can he get it through? Lovely pass. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Can he finish? And he hits the net. First blood drawn. You don't keep those out. He knew. He just knew.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
50 minutes is number 9.
Arsenal have penetrated for the first time.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Araujo. Tchouaméni. Now it's Dumfries. And here's Kökçü. Looking for a runner. Kökçü unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And it's Kökçü. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Kökçü ready to try one.
Well, I think they could do with making this count, especially from here.
Now this could be a chance. Dumfries. Dumfries showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 22, Sane.
Here comes the cross.
Ronaldinho. Number 9, Eucharist. Coming on the field.
And here's Dumfries.
Number 18,
Marcos Alonso.
Number 7,
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Beckham.
Well, it's a
Number
natural instinct to
14,
defend when ahead, but
Great chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
really anticipated that well, didn't he?
50,179.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Araujo. Arsenal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Tries to play it through. Hit into the middle. It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Now it's right. And he shoots! Has another go! No mistake! They have come roaring back!
well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
The goal scorer for
Right
Indonesia.
place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Indonesia grab the equaliser, and we're all... There's the shot! Goal! Arsenal! And they've got their lead back. Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Well, I think he knew, Peter, that once he controlled it on his chest, the follow-up was going to be good, and that was special.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Passes coming off in quick succession here. A hefty challenge, but fair enough.
Indonesia really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue, and they'll get clinical.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Rice. And it's Marcos Alonso. And it's Kukçu. And he's in on goal. Yep, it's a corner. Indonesia have their third corner. Kukçu plays it short. Rice. And the shot! And that could come back to haunt them.
Rice really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest.
Dink through.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Saliba. Lewandowski. And that pass just didn't quite work. Rice. Saliba. Marcos Alonso. Now Saliba. Arsenal close now to seeing this one through to the end. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's there to get it away. And it's Tchouaméni. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. It's loose now and they want to get it back.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
Has been indicated.
There will be 4 extra minutes. Tries to pass it through. Can he get on the end of this? That has ended up in no man's land. That's really well manoeuvred. Araujo makes the interception. Tchouaméni. And that is the last effort of the game. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win, and it came down
And
to
a quick
one
reminder
decisive
today,
moment.
everybody, to make sure to put any litter
So what do
in
you
the
take
bins
away from it all,
provided.
Jim?
Thank
Well, it's a
you for your
performance you can't
cooperation.
really complain about, both in terms of inspiration and industry. It was a hard-working win, but when necessary, they were able to call upon that creativity and the ability to dig in.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I would think that this fella Valverde's role is going to be so key here. He'll be tasked with pretty much doing everything from covering the back line to winning the ball back, triggering counter-attacks, providing outlets, pressing, as well as being a goal threat. In other words, pretty much everything.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. And it's Yaya Toure. Nice sequence of passes, this. Tries to pass it through. Tries to thread one through. Not the most accurate pass. Ferdinand. And it's Thuram. Valverde. Luis Suarez. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And here's Nedved. This might spell danger. And Messi! It's in!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's been played through. And he's cut it out. Roberto Carlos. Done delicately. Oh, important interception. Beckham has got himself a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Rice having a look. Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target.
Oh, the keeper, for me, just made that look an awful lot easier than it actually was.
Now it's Valverde. A probing pass. Face to face with the shot, surely! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Dida claims comfortably. And now they can spring out of defence. That has been cut short. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now he's got space here. Played in by Sané. A header! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. Ferdinand tries to clear. Shapes to shoot! Barcelona are looking to go forward now. He's shifting through the gears here. Elects to cross. Gabriel is there and he can get that clear. Great vision. Look at the space here. And the counter is on. Oh, Red, nice interception. Quality ball. Messi ploughing through the middle. Spread it left. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Van de Ven. Roberto Carlos. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Messi. And this is Ronaldo, closing in on goal. That's the keeper's ball. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Valverde, Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
No luck with that dink over the top. Valverde is always looking to break lines. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Floated through. And it's half-time here. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Here we go again then.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
He's had it taken off him. Cristiano Ronaldo! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Van de Ven. Spread out to the left. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That's a lovely, neat pass. Gabriel gets it away. It's a searching pass. That's good vision. Oh, nicely intercepted. Cristiano Ronaldo, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Arsenal still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. It's played through for him. He's picked his way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Arsenal needed that. Great chance! Now, and the keeper couldn't hold it. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Luis Suarez. He's in space and looking for options. Valverde is onto this. Czech claims it. Safe hands. Chance here to counter. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Passes short and sharp. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And that has been clubbed away. And it's Nedved. And this is... It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Oh, that's a key interception. That's a sharp pass. Van der Ven kept his eye on it, and he's there. Valverde. Nedved. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time is...
Can he finish? Just not quite happening for him just now.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Corner number 2, then. Gilberto Silva gets rid without sophistication. And it's Ferdinand. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Suarez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again...
Oh, what has happened here? He's tried one! And that is doing no harm at all.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Nedved. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And this is Luis Suarez. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Rice does well to get it back.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo! And that would have been game, set and match.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the 2-goal cushion.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Luis Suárez, el dorsal 22, el dorsal 11,
And it's
el
Bale,
dorsal 2.
and he welcomes it in.
Serán sustituidos por Drogba, el dorsal 20, el dorsal 12, Ronaldinho, el dorsal 8.
Always onto this. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And that could have brought them level.
Oh, what a chance. It looked to me like he just changed his mind at the last second there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. In with the challenge. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's a fine interception.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Bale. That is ended up in no man's land. Thuram. Barcelona clearly now in lead preservation mode. And he cuts out the supply. Time and again they are repelled. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Messi. Well, that is one way to stop him. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Arsenal are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. No, not quite. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, played through for the wide man. And time is up. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
It's just a bad day at the office, Peter. They look below par in all areas, and it has to be cause for genuine worry.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.